You know I'm ignorant, I'm at my house party acting. Telling my guests that I don't use it. Then turn around and
MLB Network has baseball coming your way on a summer night at Oriole Park in Baltimore. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Baltimore Orioles. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Josh Lindblom, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Popped up. Under it to make the catch is Wendell. 1 away. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Now at the plate, Bo Bichette. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First offering. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Rogers onto the grass. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Batting first. The first
ready now is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now here's the pitch. Lays off 1-0. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row. Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
George Springer the next to hit, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage too. Lots of
hit pretty well out to deep left field. We'll have to leave it there. one left for Toronto. Jays 0, O's coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. Steven Matz gets the ball for the Blue Jays in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Leading off.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Estevan Ramirez is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
3-0 to him now. Into the windup and the pitch. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitch. Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. 1-0 pitch on the way. And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. Ramirez leads off second with nobody out. 2 balls and a strike.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
The count now at 2-2. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
This is not even a stat you probably would have even looked at 10 years ago. The fact that this team's last in walks in today's game bodes a lot of trouble. They will swing at the rosin bag. Do not expect this pitcher to come over the heart of the plate in any meaningful position because he knows he's going to get a lot of swing and miss.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Lifetime numbers against Steven Matz, just a 1 for 12 career line.
Hey, that's a good sinker right there. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's got that going, especially early, it's going to be tough to get some runs off him.
Just hung in there on that one. Hit out towards second. Simeon's got it. Throw from shallow right will get him at first, but the run will come in to score.
That's good hitting right there. Put the ball in play and let the guy trot home from third to put your team on the board. Good baseball.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, DJ Stewart. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. So they scratch across a run on no hits, no errors, and no one left on. Second inning upcoming from Baltimore. The Orioles lead it 1-0. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Matt, I am hearing that heavier rain is expected to pass through the ballpark at some point later in the game. The umpiring crew would, of course, like to get this one in uninterrupted, but it is possible that we could be looking at some sort of a delay if they determine the weather is impacting the play on the field.
All right, Heidi, thanks. We'll hope for the best, of course, but guys, you have to assume these players are probably going to be impacted by this weather at least a little.
Yeah, Matty, 100% it's going to be bothersome. They're going to have to watch their spikes. They're going to have to maybe gather themselves to get that extra grip on the baseball. But from a position player standpoint, you just can't lose focus. Starting pitchers are the ones that are going to have the most problems with it.
And that swung on and missed on a pitch down, 1-1.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
The 1-1. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. Down into left center for a base hit. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. So now to the plate, Lourdes Gurriel, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. And he begins the game just a single dinger shy of 30 for the year so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Nobody out, runner on first. Got him. Fooled on the pitch as he swings at it in the dirt for strike three.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
First pitch on its way. On the ground to second base. This could be two. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Now it'll be Kurt Suzuki, and he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so.
The catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
Here's the pitch.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Now it's 2-0.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes 2 really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
2 balls and a strike to count. All even now, 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Pat Valaika comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, man, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
So a nice running catch on display that time as we get a look at it again with Show Track. He took a nice route, covered a good amount of ground, 100 feet to be exact, to bring that one in. Well done. That brings up Tyler Nevin. Couldn't quite time the breaking ball there as this is fouled away off to the right, strike 1. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
Playing 11.
Orioles out to an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. On the ground to third. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Clearly enjoying their time here at the ballpark, as are we. More from MLB Network Saturday Baseball after this. Striding forward now is the DH, Riley Adams. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. And now the first pitch.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
Fouled off. The next 1-2 pitch. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. And it's a full count, 3-2 to the Blue Jays DH.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Stewart has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. And with 1 away, we show you a look at where these guys sit in the current division race, and basically they're left with no hope. Next to hit is Reese McGuire. From the stretch. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the right fielder. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
At the plate, Marcus Semien, as he'll ground this one fouled off to the left side. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now the 0-1. And it's fouled away.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put away stuff.
Again, another foul ball. McGuire stands at first with 1 out. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
Hey, 5 foul balls in a row, loving the battle in the box right here, making the pitcher work.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Nevin takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down. 2 down with a runner at first. And into bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Orioles 1, the Jays 0. Austin Hayes the next to bat, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so.
Austin.
And this is low, ball one.
Hey.
That evens it up 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. A full count now for the Orioles center fielder.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he struck him out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Brendan Rodgers bats next. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250, 10 home runs, and an even 40 RBIs. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
At the plate now, Estevan Ramirez. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0.
Too low. It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2 out, nobody on. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. A full count to the Orioles' designated hitter.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Pure dominance on the mound as he strikes out the side in order. Don't touch that. New inning set to get underway, and next will be the imposing power bat, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. From the stretch, here's the pitch, and this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's out number 1. Now 1 down with the bases empty, and that brings in George Springer. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Now the 1-0.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Outside, 2-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
The batter, the right fielder, Randall Griffith.
First things first, here's a throw over. Oh, and it froze him, and they got him. Here's Randall Griffith. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, of all the guys in this lineup, he's definitely the guy I'd be cautious with, especially with a 1-run lead. No surprise that he's treading lightly right here.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A full count, 3-2 to Randall Grichuk. And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4, according to Woody Keller.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it, but when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your 1-run lead.
Runner at first with 2 gone in the inning, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. From the stretch, hit on the ground to short. Rogers picks it up, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Blue Jays held in check. They trail this one 1-0. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th, but before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. Joey Wendell digs in now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Now his sinker falls in there for a called strike. 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit hard up the middle. And the Orioles have their first hit of the game.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Austin Meadows is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Wendell on at first. Nobody out. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1-2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Austin Meadows becomes the first out in the bottom of the 4th inning. DJ Stewart will stand in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2 in just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Kurt Suzuki is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Orioles leave 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and set to go as the 3rd baseman, Santiago Espinal. Grounded weakly down the line toward 3rd. Reined in, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Riley Adams, flew out in his only at-bat so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
And before the pitch here, time is asked for and granted by Woody Keller, the home plate umpire. Standing in now, Reese McGuire. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. Adams ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. Stepping in now, Marcus Semien. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. The relay, and they're not going to get him at third base either. It's a sac fly and an RBI. So a man at third here with two gone. And into bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. From the stretch. This is line to left. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. Now this is cut and thrown to first. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika. He'll get his side started in the inning. And Dan, so far, they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away. But whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Now the payoff pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
In now, Tyler Nevin. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he falls behind 0-2.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
Hit back up the middle. And that's the second out.
Now
at the plate now is Austin Hayes, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. 1-0 the count. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. A ball and a strike. And this is low, ball 2, 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
2-2 pitch is fouled away.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Boy, just when you're looking for one of those shutdown innings, you get two quick outs, D-rolled in. You have a two-out base hit to extend the inning.
Yeah, you show me a big league ball player that's going to give away an AB. No chance. Everybody's in there grinding every at-bat, every plate appearance. Nice job. Maybe a little two-out lightning start.
Behind 0-2 now. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ballgame, and the inning is over. Both teams battling. Top half of the sixth about to get started, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
First pitch on its way. In the air, down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's falling off the table.
Count even at 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Just flat out frozen there. Nothing too deceptive about that. Fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
He's set and the pitch. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Popped up. And that's in there. Base hit. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see there, he's currently in 5th place in that department in the AL race. Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Travis Lakins enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Randall Grichuk at the plate now. In there, now the throw. Is there, and he's out as he's nailed by Suzuki.
That was a great throw from a guy that's not necessarily known for his catch and throw abilities. He had a huge lead over at first, but it didn't make much of a difference as he's cut down.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled away. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Fouled off.
You could tell he was guessing right there, and he certainly wasn't guessing changeup. That pitch was in his wheelhouse, and he was late.
On the ground to the left side. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. So no runs here on 1 base hit. Taylor Saucedo enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and digging in is the rookie designated hitter, Estevan Ramirez. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So with one away, we'll show you where these guys sit in the current division standings, and you can see them trailing the front runners by 3 games entering play today. And now here is Joey Wendell. Last time through was a base hit. Low for ball 1.
1-0.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. This one's down to third. And there's out number 2.
Up next for Blue.
Now at the plate here is Austin Meadows. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. 1 run, 2 hits, and 2 Baltimore errors thus far. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Hader caught too much of the zone.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 0-2.
Ball.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think to say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Our score remains 2-1. Now into the box, Lourdes Gurriel. Already the beginning of the 7th inning here, as this game has had a very brisk pace to it so far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to left. And that's in for a base hit, making a 1-for-3 game so far. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Santiago Espinal.
To the plate now, Santiago Espinal, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. No hits to this point. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Gurriel gets his lead at first, nobody out. Good break to that thing, and it's 1-2.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away. Into the box, Riley Adams. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Here's a cutter that's off the plate. 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he popped him up. Rogers into shallow center. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out.
Now batting.
Next to stand in is Reese McGuire. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First delivery to him. A ball and no strikes.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. On the outside, Black. Good pitch called for a strike. 2 out with the man at first. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 pitch.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Here's the payoff pitch. And he watches a called third strike on the cut fastball that time, and that will retire the side. Now at the plate is DJ Stewart. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
1 ball, no strikes to count. 2-0 to the Baltimore left fielder.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Skied into straightaway right. There to play it is Grichuk, and that's the first down. 1 gone now in the Baltimore 7th, and that'll bring in the catcher Kurt Suzuki. Adam Simber takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
At the plate, Pat Valaika, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0 home. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. 8th inning coming up. The Blue Jays on top, 2-1. Sean Armstrong's been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Marcus Semien. His prior history versus this arm. He's got a 3 for 7 line. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Ball 3.
I can't tell you how big a pitch the last one was. The difference between 3-1 and 2-2, 2-2, you're probably taking a turn for the dugout.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning. Now to the plate, Bo Bichette, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. And that one yanked just foul. Comes set with the 0-1. In the dirt, and now let's see And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, now might be a good time to make a visit to the mound. Your pitcher walks the first batter and allows him to...
A dive, and he knocks it down. And they're going to get an out of this as they're able to put the tag on him there.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the first baseman,
First pitch of the AB on its way. A swing and a ground ball to third. And he tries to take it from a knee, but this gets by a base hit.
Now batting.
So here's the cleanup hitter, George Springer, for his career in this matchup. 2 hits in 7 tries. He's set. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hayes is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. He thought about third there, but retreats back to second safely. Next, here is Rendell Grichuk, grounded out in his last at-bat. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
Well, the Blue Jays have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. They're hoping they get it right now. This would sure be a good time.
Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
The set and the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Drilled down the line. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. And that's going to plate the runner from second as this is now a 3-1 ball game. The tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the side is retired. Blue Jays forced to settle. Bottom of the inning now. And that brings in Tyler Nevin. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
Nevin.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 2 balls and a strike to the Orioles' first baseman.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Now batting.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Jordan Romano is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 68, Jordan.
First pitch of the AB now. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Spin and a throw back to second. A dive, but he's back. Down the left field line and deep. And it's a foul ball. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The next 3-2. Hit to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. Now the throw comes quickly into the third baseman, so they're at the corners now to begin the inning. Next to hit, Brendan Rodgers, and he's looking to make some. And here's indication from the dugout of an intentional pass, and that will load the bases here and set up the force at the plate. Estevan Ramirez is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now. And he gets him swinging. What a big out there, as there is now one away.
Now batting, third base.
From the stretch, Joey Wendell's at the plate now as he looks at strike one. In his career against this pitcher, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Pulled toward right center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. Now the relay home, but not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1. In now for the O's, Austin Meadows. The base knocked to the outfield could score the tying run from second. No balls and a strike to count. Big spot, 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Count now a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes.
He's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
And that's in there, base hit. And that's going to plate the tying run from second as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to... Malquin Canelo will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Number 78.
Stepping up is Lourdes Gurriel. His prior history in this matchup, he's 1 for 3.
Leading off for the Blue Jays, the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Now the pitch. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up, or he can really hurt you.
Next, it'll be Santiago Espinal. Go-ahead run at first. Nobody out. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Liner towards second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Now batting.
Next will be the designated hitter, Riley Adams. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, a base hit. The relay. And it's in time. He's out at second as a good relay gets him. Cesar Valdez has been summoned here, and we'll try to keep this one tied heading to the bottom of the ninth. At the plate now, Reese McGuire. In the dirt here, but Suzuki's able to keep it in front of him. And he nails him at third. Great throw. Jackson McClelland comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings. Here's the first pitch to him. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
Kurt Suzuki.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Now
comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pat Valaika is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Now to bat, Tyler Nevin. He comes into this at-bat 0 for 2 with the hit by pitch. Bichette's got it. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Score remains tied at 3-3. We are into extra innings, and next to hit is the catcher, Reese McGuire.
Number 7.
Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over to third.
Alejandro Kirk is up off the bench to pinch hit here, so we'll see what he can do to begin the extra frames. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Sinker misses there, and now he's in trouble. 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor. 3-1.
3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Ready with another 2-strike offering. The bouncer to the left side. Throw to first gets him. 1 out here to lead off the 10th. Next to bat for Toronto, Marcus Semien. And clearly this is a critical moment in this ball game. Go-ahead run at third with 1 away. Here's the first pitch.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D, where with the runner in scoring position, the sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Ro?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
Three 3-0 now. Bo Bichette waits on deck. Three and 1.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
3-1 pitch is a slider, and he can't pull the trigger. It's 3-2 now. Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. The catch is made. Here comes the go-ahead run for the plate. He's in there at the plate. And they've jumped ahead here in the 10th.
Hey, putting together good at-bats late in the games can really help out. And how about this sac fly right here? Good at-bat that leads to his team getting the lead here in the late innings.
And now the first pitch. Bo Bichette is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
And this will be fouled away. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he strikes him out here for out number 3, but the damage has been... Alejandro Kirk will stay in the ball game, as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Digging in will be Austin Hayes. He'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 2-0 now. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. And that's in there, 2-1. Swing and a miss there, and it's 2-2.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. Well, that slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
Brendan Rodgers is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and put him aboard here. And they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Estevan Ramirez is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1.
Hey, this offense has this closer in trouble right here. They have to find a way to keep applying pressure. I don't know, everybody top step in the dugout. Get on this guy and make him nervous.
He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Anthony Castro is forced onto the mound now following the injury. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Joey Wendell is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Simeon's there. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Blue Jays have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over. And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Toronto hosts road win number 40 on the year. Jackson McClelland claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a